Okay, my friends and also my enemies, there's nothing I can do to prevent you guys from tuning in.
Yeah, that's true. You could prevent them from talking in the chat.
I can make them watch me eat because I haven't had a chance to have lunch today.
A lot of people are going to complain about that.
I know.
People don't like it when you eat.
Which is why I'm only going to take one bite. So that I can generate the complaints. But I'm not actually being that terrible of a person.
Oh.
So
okay, can you explain to me why it's terrible, though? I've actually never understood.
Because...
Okay, yeah, but if you avoid that... you just made it so much worse. So much incredibly worse.
Oh boy. All right, yeah, we got a great show for you guys today. My Chrome's frozen because it's a piece of garbage, and otherwise I would tell you what we have for you.
Oh, there was a long-lost StarCraft gold source code that was found. Apparently, this source code disk was lost, so they had to start on StarCraft from scratch. And the reward that the guy got for finding it is like junk tier. But
yeah,
we'll
I
talk more about
know,
that later.
right?
A lot of the topics are like handsomely rewarded. I'm like, not at all.
Wow, yeah, more like got fisted.
Yeah, a little bit.
Not cool. Okay, what else we got?
Speaking about getting fisted, you could come to LTX 2017, which is a Linus Tech Tips meetup that we are hosting locally, which should be super fun if you enjoy certain activities.
All right, so we'll talk more about that later. We're going to address the LTT $1,000 build guide that some of you are feeling kind of fisted about. Wow, this is becoming a bit of a common theme.
Yeah.
And finally, AMD fisting their customers.
Yes.
By making money from their drivers.
Yeah.
All right, so we'll get to that and more at 11.
There's a little asterisk after the 11, and it's like 11 is whatever time you are watching.
Yeah, that's right. But like later than that.
By a small amount.
Because we haven't started yet.
Yeah.
Really. Oh, okay. Who are the sponsors today? Fiverr! All right, so the smart people will be watching live and using the code now instead of waiting for the integration. And Backblaze! We have a new sponsor today.
That's fun.
Yes, my friends, we do. All right, so let's go ahead and go back to us. And I'm going to try and... Wow.
What the heck?
My Chrome is so broken. What am I supposed to do?
I can post the topics in the chat. You can get the links from the chat.
Wow.
I guess.
That doesn't...
Wow.
What the crap?
Open Firefox. Do it.
No,
Do it.
It's not
Do
better.
it.
I would.
It might not be frozen.
I would if it was going to be better.
What was
But
that?
it won't be. Oh, that's just my personal stuff. Don't worry about it. He saw my my secret tab of quad socket motherboards that I like to look at late at night.
Is it working now? Are you good?
Yeah, I think
Can we do
I've
this?
closed enough of my tabs. You know, so the Gram 14 doesn't have a 16.
Oh.
Gram 14 doesn't have a 16 gig SKU available, even though it just has a SODIMM slot. So what I was planning to do was take the Gram 15 and the Gram 14, swap the SODIMMs, and then kind of, you know, whistle and walk away kind of thing.
Yeah.
Because I really like the 14. I don't need the number pad, and I find the screen's big enough. This is what I've been using as my daily driver lately, actually. But I've just been lazy. What is this?
What? Oh, it says I'm angry about video games.
Oh, okay. I thought it was a lead into
No,
me
it's not.
not having enough RAM for all my
I just
tab
didn't want to wear my
monsterness.
sweater anymore.
Okay, all right. All right. What do we want to start with? Which
can start with
fisting is the most
LTX.
important fisting?
Or we can talk about AMD so people are like, whoa, that's crazy. And then we can talk about LTX.
And so people won't be as upset about us screwing them.
Yeah.
But I love it. Okay, so you gotta take this post with a grain of salt because Zemule, bless his or her heart, I don't know if Zemule is a dude or a gal, but Zemule is not probably the world's most objective observer when it comes to AMD and Intel. It's kind of like expecting good bites on the forum to say something anti-Microsoft.
Bad about Microsoft. Yeah.
We're not calling you guys fanboys because we don't know if you're male.
We never have to worry about Microsoft news showing up on the forum, though, because it will always be there.
Anyway.
Because Good Bytes will make sure that it is there.
That's right. Yeah,
Love
so
you,
we
Good Bytes.
appreciate, actually, all the anti-AMD and pro-Intel news and pro-Microsoft news that we can rest assured will make it into the tech news section of the forum. All right, so the original article here is actually from Tech Power Up, and in a nutshell, what it appears as though AMD is doing in that when you install their 17.4.4 driver, it appears that with a bit.ly, hold on
We
a
did
second.
talk about this last week.
Yeah, so there's a Quake champion, you did?
Yes. I thought James told you that. He came downstairs and asked me, he's like, did you talk about this last week? And I was like, yes. And he was like, oh, okay, because Linus wants it in the thing. And I was like, we totally
Why
talked
do
about
we
it last
even,
week.
you know what, forget it, no, I quit. No, I'm not doing this podcast anymore.
All right, well, if you want to see Linus in person so that he can go, okay, you know what, I quit
no,
in
I do
person.
want to talk about, I want to talk about this. Okay, I want to talk about this because I'm mad.
Oh,
This is dumb.
yeah.
I think it's
They
crap.
stopped it,
Oh, they did?
I'm pretty sure.
Okay, then I'm over it. All right, fine. Let's talk about something else
I'm
then.
not 100% sure, but I am pretty sure. There's like almost no notes, so... But if I remember from last week, they were like, oh, wow, we didn't realize how much you guys would care if we were ridiculously annoying and put bloatware on your computer.
Right.
And then they pulled it. I think that's what happened.
All right, let's talk about LTX. So basically, if you were thinking to yourself, gee, these guys aren't annoying enough over the internet, I would
need to be annoyed in person.
And you need to have Taryn
Or-
explain about macros and hotkeys in person, then this is the event for you.
Are we doing the dunk tank thing?
I have no idea. So basically, it's kind of this half-baked
Oh, wow.
sort of concept.
You're really selling it right now.
Well, okay. Do you want me to? Okay, so do you want me to talk about the half-baked stuff first or the cool stuff first?
I mean, let's get the half-baked out of the way, I
Okay.
guess. We started.
So it's half-baked in the sense that it's 2 months away, and we haven't actually locked down a single sponsor for the event yet.
Okay.
All
right.
Because the idea behind it, we're actually so there's not half-baked stuff. We are actually renting an arena. So there's
And as far as I've heard,
yeah.
there will be a small-sized kiddie pool without anything in it and a ball pit. So we'll be at least that good.
There will be at least that. Okay,
Yeah.
and it'll be in an arena.
Yeah, some people will recognize that reference.
But like the arena's really expensive. So in addition
Yeah.
to admission, and we actually can't even fit that many people. We're limited to somewhere in the neighborhood of
1,100.
yeah, there you go. So just over 1,000 people, because we can't
Ball pit,
really
yeah.
use because it's in like a stadium. So we can't really use any of the seating because there's nothing that you would really sit there and watch.
Yeah. Like maybe we could have a few rows out if people just want to go sit down, but like that's not
Yes.
the idea.
And there's also going to be like potentially maybe like a lounge that you could do that in.
Okay. Yeah.
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 But basically, it would be like the size of a hockey rink, down at the bottom of what is actually a hockey rink.
If it's not ready and we don't have sponsors and stuff yet,
Yeah.
why wouldn't we have just pushed it out?
Because we want to do it in the summer. And also, if we didn't set a
We're being
deadline,
indoors.
if we didn't set a deadline, we'd just never do it.
That's also fair.
Yeah. So we decided to set a deadline.
Are we doing this?
That will almost definitely happen. So,
Okay.
what is so the question burning in everyone's minds is probably what is a tech carnival?
Yeah.
It's a cross between a con, like a
Convention.
I was thinking I had conference popping into my head for some reason. It's not a conference.
Colton runs down.
So it's a combination between a convention. Oh yeah, we also have meetup in there. So see meetup. It's a convention. It's a meetup. It's a carnival.
Yeah.
So the vision is this. We wanted to do something that's a little bit different. And so I kind of went, you know what was fun when I was a kid?
Carnivals?
The school carnival, the fundraiser carnival.
Okay, yeah.
Those were
Actually,
fun.
yeah, they were.
It would be like stupid, like gambling games, but not for actual money. You just get like
So we do
whatever.
like those, but themed to computer stuff.
So the idea is
right.
that every manufacturer who wants to partner with us to sponsor a booth, they don't actually have to pay a ton of money, like in the grand scheme of things, compared to what they would be accustomed to for a convention like booth space. Because the booths aren't going to be that like amazing or anything. They're just going to be centered around these carnival ideas. So some of the ideas we have is we want some kind of a gaming manufacturer to come in and equip Ed and a competitor who presumably would wait in line to take him on, and you have to beat Ed at CSGO.
Yeah.
And there might be some kind of a leaderboard.
Which is going to be hard. He's good.
Or it would enter you into some kind of a draw in order to have a chance to win something really cool that would be provided by that manufacturer. Other ideas include things like we want a case guy to come in, and with how many cool people there are in the case industry, we're pretty sure this is not going to be a problem. But we want a case guy to come in and sponsor the case toss. So again, it would be like a leaderboard type thing, and we take maybe the top 5 people throughout the course of the day. Obviously, it's the kind of thing that would be pretty funny to watch, is people taking computer and basically shot putting them as far as they can.
Yep.
So the idea is just
good.
kind of pure fun, goofing around. Maybe there'll also be some demos and some cool tech, like that case manufacturer might bring a couple to not throw, so you could maybe look at their latest cases, maybe.
Yep.
And then the LMG staff, all of us, I believe, we've called like an all hands on deck thing.
One that's not going to make it?
Well, the one that doesn't work here. I don't know. So CBD.
Also, he might.
Okay, so most Linus Media Group staff will be there. So if you wanted to, I mean, honestly, one of the ideas for a booth that I was honestly thinking of was Taryn tutoring people in Premiere.
I could totally, like, if I went to a convention, I would definitely stop by there. I don't know if I'd stay there the whole time, because I'd be like,
Nope.
wow, I want to go do other things eventually. But like,
enough time in the day.
yeah.
But like,
But like, if
basically,
he could do like a 3-hour thing,
or
and like take questions every like half an hour or something,
or one idea I had was he could actually be editing an LTT video throughout the day.
and you could just ask questions.
And you could
or
just ask
whatever.
questions, and we wouldn't expect him to necessarily even finish it that day because he'd be interrupted constantly.
Yep.
But that was another thing that I thought might be kind of like a cool behind-the-scenes thing that would otherwise be impossible to experience.
Yeah,
So
I would like that. I think that's cool.
that's the Tech Carnival. It's $30 for a pass, and then $75 if you want a special edition lanyard, a T-shirt, and a 6-month Floatplane Club membership for 1 week of early access. Oh, I don't have that screen shared. These
it's
are
Canadian.
Oh, and these are Canadian dollars.
There you go.
So that's basically like $22 US or something like that, and then like $60 US. And that's actually a pretty good deal if you were going to get Floatplane anyway, because it's $3 a month times 6 is $18. A T-shirt, I don't know, what's that worth? $20. Anyway, we think the big package. We think the big package is kind of the one to go for. So there you go. That's the explanation. I'm gonna go look at Twitch chat. I'm like cringing because I'm pretty sure. Hey Colton, have we even sold any tickets yet?
Yeah,
Colton,
we have.
where'd he go? Oh,
He went upstairs, but we have sold tickets.
we have.
I know roughly how many, but I don't know if we want to say that or not.
Sure, yeah, why not?
About 100.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
What? When?
I don't know.
Oh.
Within the time the video went up and now.
Oh, because we posted. Oh, we posted it on social, and ticket sales. How are we doing? Is anyone coming?
Yeah, there's like 100, 150.
150 now.
Yeah.
Oh, so people are coming then.
Yeah. Whoa!
How many
Okay.
of the really big one have we sold?
The $500 VIP experience.
We think we might be getting trolled, but
Oh, we think we're getting trolled on that one.
maybe, but like 2.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
That's cool.
Go figure.
So every time that we've done one of these things, like with the First Blood campaign way back in the day, and with the forum badges that were like custom forum badges, we've always had every single time exactly $500 tier that was just like ridiculous.
We didn't really, the first time especially, we really didn't expect anyone to buy it.
And for some reason, someone does
Every time.
every time.
So we were like, okay, sure. This time though, we were trying to come up with something that's a little bit cooler than like, I mean, the
Your
custom
badge
badge
happens
is
to be
actually
pink.
like that's
Pretty badass,
OG.
and you can't get them anymore. So
Yeah.
people that do happen to have them are like,
they're the only ones who can get them. So that's all
Yeah.
like cool. But we were thinking, if you're going to be all the way out here, this time that package includes a limo ride to the office and a one-on-1, well, 1 on 10, I guess, depending how many people get it.
There's
But
maximum
a tour.
10.
Yeah, maximum 10.
Yeah, so that I think that's pretty nifty. I don't
I mean,
expect...
you work here every day. I'm sure you wouldn't pay for it, but you know.
I wouldn't have paid for it anyways because
Yeah.
I'm really cheap.
You
But,
really
like,
are. It's amazing.
Yeah, I would. Yeah, I might get the one with the shirt because I like commemorative shirts. I have a few PAX shirts and
You get
stuff.
a lanyard too?
Yeah.
All right. Anyway, you know what? I never know what's going on around here anymore. Like, I don't even know how to check how many tickets are sold. But LTX, good idea or bad idea? Okay, so we're going full Animaniacs here, okay? Those are the only options.
Wow. Are we abandoning Turnip? It's been a long time.
We're abandoning Turnip.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm over it.
R.I.P. Turnip.
Rip Turnip. Yeah, Turnip's not funny anymore now that there's one in the, sorry.
Yeah.
I forgot what I was talking about.
Yeah.
Okay, so let's go ahead, get those results up, and move on to our next news topic. Okay, AMD's stock price falls more than 20% in a single day. You know how close I was to investing in AMD when I saw how good Ryzen was going to be?
Well, maybe now you should.
Well, no, because I was worried about a couple things. So number one is I wasn't sure if that's insider
Wait, can
information.
you? Yeah, I don't know.
Yeah, because it's under embargo. So even though it's not like that much of a secret, there were like 400 people in the room with me. I'm not sure if that's still considered insider. So I guess so. If there's
That's
an NDA, probably.
sketchy. Yeah.
But what I could do is I could wait till the embargo's lifted. Then it's common knowledge. And then I could just, with superhuman speed, I could buy AMD stock, like
Yeah.
the second. So I could skirt around that. But the other concern was that I've avoided owning shares in any tech company
This whole time.
the entire time since we've been independent.
Yeah.
So I did buy shares in Nvidia once, and I held them for a couple of months. Actually made like a pretty good chunk of money. But that wasn't based on a significant tip or anything. It was just based on kind of like the ebb and flow. And I was like, yeah, that really couldn't go any lower. And then I did okay, and I got out because it stresses me out.
Yeah.
And then I made a few bucks on OCZ back when they were like going gangbusters. And I was like, okay, I'll go in for, and I was in for like 3 weeks. That's it. That's all I've ever gotten involved in. But the thing is, like, I worry that even if I disclosed it, the number of people who think that I can be bought and that I can be biased by a graphics card. I mean, imagine what they would think if I owned shares in the company. The one thing that I was thinking was that I could get around it by buying everything.
And just hopefully the tech industry just goes up.
Yes.
Yeah, cool.
So if I'm just betting on tech, but then okay, you'd get the tinfoil hats coming in there. He's just talking about how amazing tech is because it makes him money if the tech industry grows. So I've just been like, you know what? As far as high profile companies go anyway, I'm just not going to get involved. But that doesn't mean that I might not make some kind of investment in a tech company, and that's actually something that would be like a private thing that I might be closing soon, so I would definitely be talking to you guys about. Anyway, shares of AMD plunged on Tuesday following a first quarter report that failed to justify the stock's 300% gain last year. Whoops. AMD reported strong results that were in line with expectations, but like, that's the thing, is like, they still lost money. Like, what were people expecting? Were they expecting AMD to go from losing, what was it, like 73 million in the last quarter, last Q1, and then they lost 29 million this time, which is like a lot better, but were you expecting them to go from losing 73 million to being profitable? But
only losing $29 million is still insane.
well, yes.
Like,
Yeah. So there's still hope, though. Ryzen processors had only been shipping for 1 month of the quarter, and Vega is also slated for release sometime in Q2. Naples that's where we might actually see some significant improvements if they manage to win some big bids with Naples and they manage to get some design wins and like supercomputers or whatever the case may be. That could be a big deal. And then Ryzen 3 processors are also slated for the second half of the year, which could help boost up volumes significantly, because value chips, that is where you are going to be shifting units. Speaking of supercomputers, I'm doing an unboxing of a supercomputer next week.
Undoring?
I don't know what to call it. But basically this place is bananas. What's up?
That thing? Am I going?
Not that one. You're going to that one.
Okay.
So we're also trying, this isn't confirmed yet.
Okay.
They've expressed interest and they're like, yeah, let's do it. And then like it's the whole, yeah, let's do it, radio silence.
Yeah.
But like they're into it.
Okay.
But Luke and I want to go tour. It turns out that D-Wave, the quantum computer maker, the quantum computer manufacturer, is based out of Burnaby, British Columbia.
Yeah, they're like not even a remotely far drive away.
No, it's like 30 minutes.
Like I used to live there.
Yeah. So we've talked to them about doing like a hands-on with a quantum computer.
That would be pretty cool. That would be really exciting.
It would be dope, as the kids say.
Ah, yes. Dank even.
Dank? No, I thought dank is bad.
No.
Aren't dank memes like outdated memes?
No. Dank memes are like super good memes. Dope and dank are both good.
And facepalm's still
Yes.
cool, right? Okay.
Yeah.
So facepalm and so much hate.
So much hate is getting a little old.
Yeah, I know. But I can say shake my head. So
Yes.
SMH is still okay. I just
Yeah.
have to think it doesn't mean so much hate.
Yeah.
Got it. No problem. I'm on this.
I'm trying to keep on top of it. I've got the Star Wars memes, prequel memes. I'm on top of that.
Good job, Jar Jar.
Oh,
You're officially the worst sidekick ever.
Most of them are like, "Hello there, Kenobi from Grievous. Don't worry about it. It's fine. It's fine.
All right.
The Red Arm epidemic. I sent out the. Okay, I'm gonna offshoot for a second here.
Sure.
I sent out the like emails to the people that were graded very highly for their resumes and stuff for the Flowplane Club applications.
Oh,
and
wait,
they're just littered
hold on.
with memes.
You've got to be kidding. I was reading a comment on your Call for Coders video that said that this platform is a disaster waiting to happen and no one would be stupid enough to apply.
Oh, there was a lot of those.
People applied? You've got to be kidding me.
A lot of people applied. A huge amount of people applied. It took me a really long time to go through all their resumes. There's a lot of misconceptions as to like how we were building the platform. A lot of people think that we're doing literally every single thing in Node, which is like extremely untrue. I got people sending me like entire essays on how we shouldn't be transcoding video with Node, and I'm like,
We actually already have that part working.
don't know where you got that from. We're not doing that. I don't know. But yeah, there's a lot of applicants, a lot of really good applicants.
There's also a lot of people telling us that we're crazy to be trying to build
Okay, we
this.
are.
Hold on. To be trying to build this project
right.
with
Yeah.
one developer.
Yeah.
And I loved that you were getting labeled idea guy.
Yeah.
What's it called? It's called an idea man, right? Where you
think
have
so.
like the idea for the next great social media platform, only you don't know any coding. Okay, so two things. Number one, we don't say anywhere in the video we're hiring one person.
We already have.
Number two, we don't say anywhere in the video that we don't already have people.
Yes.
And number three, he knows how to code.
A little bit. I'm not as good as the people I'm trying to hire. That has been made abundantly clear. Because some of you are extremely good. But I can do some things.
He knows more than me. Let's put it that way.
Yeah, I've been taking like refresher courses and stuff. I'm not going to be the boss guy that doesn't know how to code.
That's still me.
I get a little embarrassed by Boiler sometimes when he's like, "Okay, this is how this works," and we're just like, "Oh, geez." But yeah, I'm gonna be taking more refresher courses and stuff. We have Mr. Boiler, Cat Boiler on the forums. I'm gonna call him Mr. Boiler because Cat Boiler is like a little bit weird. He's a full-time employee, has been for a while now. He's been working on the project for like a little bit more than 6 months. So been some work going on there.
Yeah, that's another thing. You guys, you guys won't be able to launch this for a year and a half. Okay, we're a third of the way there.
Sounds good. We're working on it. There's other guys as well. Colonel Mortis from the forum has been helping a bunch and is going to be helping more in a little bit from now. I actually haven't sent a reply to that message, but yes, sounds good. There you go. We'll send a more formal reply later. And there's like a couple other people that have been putting a lot of work into this. There's also another guy that we're going to be putting on contract very soon for like a while, and hopefully making him an employee at some point. And like, you are not alone.
Yeah. So yeah, it's gonna be.
Which was again infuriating and sort of hilarious because in the video I'm like, you're gonna have to work with these people, this whole list of people, and they're like, why are you only hiring one person? And I'm like, oh my goodness.
This is great.
Anyways.
This project is very naive. This is coming from an experienced coder for 6 years.
Oh man.
6 years.
Wow, I'm so impressed.
Wow. Okay, here's the other thing that people don't really seem to understand.
What the project is?
This project is already working.
Yes.
People are so concerned.
Because boilers are god.
People are so concerned about the financial model. The project is already really working.
Yeah. And there's like a lot more that we can do.
We're gonna be okay.
Yeah.
Like a lot of people were like genuinely concerned that
we were
had,
gonna,
that we were gonna
tank
take on
down LMG.
take on YouTube.
That is not the goal.
and that we had gone crazy.
That is not the goal. Oh, we want to be like this cool add-on so that during these uneasy times of weird ad revenue and like issues that people are having with their channels, they can have something a little bit more stable that they can stand on and still push as hard as they've ever pushed to grow their YouTube audience, because that will be, no matter what I say or try, will be their main platform. And we want it to be their main platform because the more they grow that, the more they will hopefully also grow their Floatplane audience.
Okay, so let's totally change gears, and I don't know if I'm allowed to do this, but I think I'm gonna do it anyway.
I need to get a screenshot of that guy saying it's naive. I've been screenshotting a lot of people's aggressive comments, so
Nice.
that in like a while I can try to look up their usernames and go like, hey, so what do you think?
Okay, do you guys want to see premiering on the WAN show?
Oh my goodness!
The trailer.
Have you seen this?
I have seen it.
I haven't seen.
You
this.
haven't seen this?
No.
You
No
haven't
one
seen
told
the
me
trailer?
we had this.
Okay, hold on. I want to check and make sure the audio's working. I don't have my headphones here, so I just want to make sure I'm on the right playback device and everything. Yeah, so theoretically, this is working. Okay.
All these people will see it before me because I can't even hear it.
Teaser trailer for Scrapyard Wars Season 5.
Oh my goodness.
Hopefully the audio's working. Oh, hopefully it's not too loud. Hopefully I don't have headphones. I have no way of knowing. Well, whatever. It'll be uploaded at some point later, but here we go.
I wonder what they're saying.
Sorry, dude.
Wow, we look so serious.
That's the $6,000 part.
Ah.
Yeah, we were pretty serial. The hype is real.
Cool, I hope. I
Yeah.
have no idea. Wait, so we do mention the really expensive part in that?
Well, we don't explain. Oh, apparently there's no audio.
Oh, well. So everyone's in the same boat as
Everyone's
me.
in the same boat as Luke. Okay, well,
Yes.
you still have to watch the actual trailer. Okay. Do you guys? Okay. Hold on. Let's hit it with a straw poll. Do you guys want to see it again with sound?
So why didn't it have sound?
Actually, you know what? Twitch chat, just let me know. Do you want to see it again, or like at all?
Pre-recorded. Yes, of course.
Okay. Yeah. Okay. All right. I get the point. I'm working on it. Okay. So I'm just gonna throw it
The
on.
bot is banning everyone. Stop spamming.
Okay, the audio's
Don't
gonna
get banned.
be kind of crap because I forgot I don't have it set up properly right now. but I'm just gonna hold this up to the microphone, and we'll just have to call that good enough, okay?
Run away from the bot.
Okay, I'm sorry, everybody. I'm sorry, everybody. Okay, here we go. We're going again.
Low points of yesterday.
Hold on. Okay.
Make sure it's on screen.
Yeah. Oh, no, I got this. Okay. Here we go. Oh, wait, hold on. I'll get our ugly mugs out of the way. Okay. Why isn't my trackpad working? Okay. Here we go.
Honestly, the low points of yesterday were probably the fist fight. Yeah, probably the fist fight.
It feels like we haven't done anything. It's like we went to Lee's and ate sandwiches, which was delicious. I don't regret that. Kyle has some strategery he's working on right now. Screw you!
Yes.
I did something good today.
Yeah, so it looks like it would be about $6,000. Reasonable?
That seems like if we don't have another choice, we're gonna have to go for it. So
Yeah, so we have 45 minutes.
just get the out of here.
Oh, man. So they don't know what might have cost us $6,000.
No, they don't. Yeah. So the hype is super real.
I'm so excited to hear about this fist fight.
I know the sound is not that great. I'm sorry, but yeah.
Watch your profanity.
This season is gonna be a lot of fun. We're doing it really differently on the post side of things. You guys may or may not have noticed, we filmed like a month ago.
Yeah.
That was a conscious decision. Real, actual, like on a show work went into mapping out the episodes so the pacing's a little bit better than before. And the idea is that the entire season will be pretty much cut, and then every episode gets a week of polish.
Nice. Yeah.
Instead of like expecting the entire episode to be edited in a week.
Yeah. Cool. Nice. That's good.
That'll
That'll be very good. That's a pretty hype trailer. Man,
I
I'm
know.
excited for the fist fight.
I want to see.
Oh.
I haven't seen the other side.
Yeah, me neither.
I have no
And
idea.
there's one thing that we know about that I'm not going to spoiler, because you guys just got enough spoilers, I think, that involved Kyle, that I'm so excited for and we've only heard about.
I know we've only
And oh my goodness.
I'm as excited to watch this, even though I'll know half the story.
Yeah.
Is it?
Yeah.
It's crazy.
Yeah.
All right.
I almost spoiled it a little bit.
Okay. Yeah.
I'm
don't
excited
don't
for-
spoil it. Don't spoil it.
The judge
Okay.
to watch it.
I have a crazy thing to ask you.
Okay.
Could it be in 4K on Floatplane?
Oh, why did you do that on stream?
I'm just curious. Probably not.
Well, I'll talk to Boiler about it, but
Probably not.
having the downloads be in 4K, I think would be really brutal.
Gotcha. Okay.
I will talk to Boiler. He might even be watching right now.
Sorry, Boiler. I'm sorry, Boiler.
I'm gonna leave that completely. Don't. Okay, I thought you were gonna do a straw poll. for it. I
No,
was
no,
like,
I'm not doing
no.
a straw poll to see if people want it. Of course they want it. Even if there's no 4K drop-down option,
The 1080p looks really
the 1080p, all my friends called me, they told me, Floatplane 1080p looks as good or better than YouTube 4K.
good. We have it's adaptive bitrate, so like sometimes it almost always looks a noticeable amount better than YouTube 4K, but not technically always,
Right.
depending on like what is going on in the video.
Got it.
Yeah.
All right, so let's finally get back to that straw poll. So, okay, actually, that's interesting. Apparently, the majority of our audience does seem to think that LTX is a good idea. Now, with that said, only 840 people voted, which is really not that many for a WAN show straw poll. So, if we were to
Did we put the YouTube video up?
if we were to
Yes,
add,
we did.
yeah, it's up. If we were to add people who are indifferent, who would normally vote on a straw poll
Right.
and don't, then the numbers don't look so good. But I mean, realistically,
Yeah, but people being indifferent about like packs existing is a really high percentage,
yeah, that's true. But
and a really high amount of people go.
yes,
To be fair, it's a very different type of convention.
Yep. Whereas this is more like kind of like a casual like bro out and get together with
LTX
1,000 people.
so a lot of people in chat don't know what LTX is because they weren't here at the beginning.
Right, that makes sense.
LTX is Linus Tech Expo.
Yeah, I mean,
Even though it's not called Expo because
No.
it's Carnival.
yeah, don't worry about it.
LTC.
LTC, I don't know.
But then that's a really weird acronym
I just
to use.
someone walked into my office and like, should we call it this? I'm like, yeah, okay, fine.
I see.
So
it is a convention carnival thing that we're going to
Yeah.
be holding very close to here, where everyone can meet us and do some cool computer related activities, and maybe there'll be some brands there and yada yada and so forth.
all right. Speaking
So
of,
I do that to John when you're not here.
oh really?
Yeah, I have to do the same thing. I have to pull
Maybe
him
the
over.
floor is slanted.
Well, I think the idea is you're right at the edge of the table.
Yeah.
And so this person naturally like floats to the edge of the table.
Right, okay.
But that's not the right framing.
All right. AMD, and the original article here is from GameDebate.com.
No, it's not in Seattle. We live in Canada. It's going to be. Do we know exactly where it is?
Langley Event Center.
Yeah, so it's Langley Event Center
Yeah.
in Langley. If you live in like the Lower Mainland or Greater Vancouver area, it's pretty easy to get to because
Yeah.
it's right off the highway.
Okay, so allegedly AMD's Radeon RX Vega specifications leaked in a Linux driver update. Dun dun dun. All right, so this is first update adding comprehensive Vega feature support to Linux. It was issued yesterday, whenever that yesterday would have been. So it depends when you're watching this. But basically, 14 nanometer, 4096 stream processors, 12.5 teraflops of performance, and that's 25 at FP16. Okay, 64 ROPS, 256 texture mapping units, 8 hardware threads, a 2048-bit memory interface, so that looks like some kind of HBM nonsense. Oh yeah, and there you go, 8 gigs of HBM too. Okay. Is this real? I don't know, maybe not. But
Sounds likely.
it doesn't sound that far off. It doesn't
Yeah.
sound like one of those leaks that's just like made by an AMD fanboy. It's gonna have like
32 gigs
52 gigs of RAM. It's like,
We saw their announcement at NAB. That is the consumer card.
yeah.
No.
We're still trying to get one of those dual cards, but I'm still not sure if we're going to be able to because it's like not consumer. I'm like, NVIDIA, like it's funny. Both AMD and NVIDIA are kind of funny about some cards. Like NVIDIA won't even respond to my emails asking if we can borrow a Titan XPP. I'm just like, you could just say no. Like, and then the conversation ends.
Hit him up on Facebook.
Oh, yeah. Okay, I'll try that.
Yeah.
Okay, this is great news. So the original article here is from 9to5Mac. I love this because how bullcrap is it when you buy something and it breaks, like right away, no fault of your own, you take it to the store, or worse yet, the manufacturer, where they have no excuse, and they give you a refurbished part.
It's pretty freaking annoying. I'd be pissed off personally.
It's like, if I paid
This isn't what I
for
bought.
a new one,
Yeah.
and it was in great condition, and I'm someone who cares about my devices, and this one's got like even some small scratches on it. Like, okay, yes, functionally, it's probably the same. And
If
sure,
you
I
want to
would've-
talk to anyone who will go nuclear over small scratches, but I'm not even saying that in an insulting way. Like this will piss people off. Example, one of them right here.
And the thing about Apple's devices is they're expensive.
Yeah.
They're expensive enough that, like,
And a lot of times they're showpieces. So having scratches on it is like.
well,
not,
that's right.
Yeah.
I mean,
It's not a shovel.
how easy do you think it would be to imagine someone out there whose iPhone costs more than their car?
Yeah. Though, like I probably know someone.
There you go.
At one point in time, I definitely knew someone.
And the way people would freak out about a scratch on a car. Remember, okay, I think as techies, we get really caught up in specs sometimes.
Yeah.
And how much RAM the iPhone has and how big the screen is and whatever else. And we lose track that for the mainstream consumer, it is a fairly normal thing to spend a lot of money on stuff for the sake of demonstrating to the people around you that you could have afforded to spend a lot of money on something. Case in point, Yeezys. Okay.
Yeah.
I didn't even hear about Yeezys till like 3 months ago.
Yeah.
I had no idea they were a thing. I had even skimmed over the What's Inside Yeezys video that got them so much hate, and I was just like, yeah, I'm not interested. Like, I just kind of went by it. I was like, oh, it's got a lot of views. I'm like, yeah, whatever. And what I discovered is that, like, my badminton group, there's multiple people there that buy Yeezys used. Like, they'll be trolling the used market for Yeezys, buying them for like $400, like keeping them in like as good condition as they bought them in, and then selling them for like a bit more. Like they're like turning a small profit on their Yeezys so they can afford the Yeezy lifestyle. And I'm kind of sitting here going, like, what? What?
My shoes cost like $100, have 4 places in each shoe in the identical spot on each shoe where there is very large, significant rips.
Okay.
And I'm not going to replace them. It's not going to happen.
How many times do you think I've replaced my sandals since you met me?
I think once. And it was because like they were in critical damage.
Yeah,
And,
they
like,
came apart.
Yes.
And want to hear something really crazy? I still have those.
Yeah.
They sit by the back door, so I have shoes to throw on when I go outside.
The white runners that I had when we first started working together are, I think, in the front of this office as like just in case Channel Superfund shoes.
Nice.
Yeah, yeah.
See,
You're a dirty person.
that is the way
No.
to be. All right, speaking of dirty people, we
Yes.
are going to jump into our... we never actually talked about this.
Oh.
So a Dutch court rules that Apple cannot supply refurbished or remanufactured iPads as warranty replacements.
Someone in the chat is, what the bleep is a Yeezy?
You're the winner.
There you go.
Okay, so Apple refurbished products are ones that have been sold and later returned to the company. They are returned to as new standard and given the same warranty as brand new devices. And they are either used for warranty replacements or made available for sale at a typical discount of around 14 to 15%. Remanufactured are newly manufactured but may include used parts harvested from broken ones. So neither of them are considered okay. Now, there are multiple angles on this. There's kind of an environmental perspective, I guess, but personally, I don't really buy that, Apple is protecting the environment by giving remanufactured devices
Offer more of them at a 15% discount.
Yeah,
Because
that's
a lot
right.
of it is the status symbol.
or maybe drop your discount a little more.
Yeah.
A 20%. If Apple was like, look, this is remanufactured, 50% off, they wouldn't
Oh
be
my
able to keep them in
God,
stock.
yeah.
So it's not a matter of like they would have to manufacture more iPads and destroy the earth. It's just a matter of them not wanting to do it.
Yeah.
Okay, I do
And,
want
like,
to do our
'cause
sponsor.
Someone in the chat said just put a case on it, and like I agree. Spend 15% less and get a case on it, or buy it new, have it break,
Yep.
not your fault, and get a new one again.
But you got to understand that not everybody feels that way. Some people are going to want to rock a naked red or jet black iPhone to show that they've got the red one or the jet black one. People probably don't pose like this with the jet black one. It's probably more like...
Probably businessy stuff. Yeah. Yeah, you got it. What is it? Steel Panther or something?
I don't know what that
It's
is.
called Steel Panther. It's from some movie where the guy is like a model, and he has this like pose that he strikes.
Oh.
But then he gets like a whole bunch of different poses and calls them all different things, but they're actually just the same thing.
Oh, I see.
It's just this
Okay.
like way that he looks at the camera. It's fantastic.
All right, so...
Blue Steel. Someone in the chat said it. There we
Blue
go.
Steel.
Blue Steel. Yeah.
All right, sponsor number 1, Fiverr! Whoops, I got a black screen there. So, the first 300 viewers, move now before I even tell you what Fiverr is. First 300 viewers get 20% off Fiverr using offer code Linus. How many times am I going to have to tell those guys to stop using offer code Linus? It's supposed to be offer code LTT. What if I wasn't here? What if I died?
It happens.
And he had to... No, that doesn't happen.
No.
Me not being...
You not being here happens.
Yeah, it's like it's like if you walk into work one day with an "It Happens" shirt, I'm gonna be like, "Whoa, I'm out." well, what's happening?
No.
Nope, nothing to do with any of this. Okay, so Fiverr is a huge digital marketplace where talented freelancers, startups, and small businesses can connect. And I don't get it. it's in my brand talking points. So I'm not sure if I'm allowed to say it.
Oh.
Get shit done.
Yeah.
I mean, I guess I can say that during a sponsor integration if that's right in my brand's provided talking
I think
points,
YouTube
right?
will pull the monetization on the video,
Oh, balls.
but then you get the sponsorship, which is like
So
what
now
a lot
they're-
of people on YouTube are moving
So
towards.
it's like
anyways.
shit balls.
Yeah.
Okay, perfect. I wonder if I'm allowed to say that. Well,
No.
we'll find out.
Naha.
So whether you're a startup or a small company and you need a logo or business plan or an entire website developed for you, Fiverr has the talent to get it done at a price that fits your budget. So you search through over 150 categories of services, and you can actually like narrow it down by timeline and budget and other constraints. And then you are paired with a talented professional freelancer, or maybe one that sucks, but usually there's lots of options. So you kind of pick the one that seems talented and professional, and then they help you out with it. So you can check out some of the gigs that we'd use through the landing page at the link below, which is, yes, here, good. I'm going to drop that in the Twitch chat. And the first 300 viewers get 20% off Fiverr services. Bippity boppity boom.
Whoa.
Whoa, and I just ruined everything here. All right. And we have a new sponsor on the show today.
Backblaze.
Visit backblaze.com/WAN and start a free trial to back up your files today. So Backblaze is all about backing up your files to the cloud on the cheap. Unlimited cloud backup for Macs and PCs for just $5 a month. They back up movies, music, photos, videos, documents, and projects, which is fairly
And whatever
obvious.
else.
Yeah, if it's a digital file, they back it up. You can access your data anywhere in the world on the web or on the go on your phone, and you can restore just one file or all your files in the event of an issue. You can even... Wait, what? Really? Hold on a second. You can even restore by mail. If you have a complete system failure and your internet sucks, you can purchase a hard drive with all your data on it overnighted via FedEx, and you can return the drive for a full refund. That's freaking awesome.
So they're telling you to return drives for full refunds at like...
To them. Because they're just going to go throw it back at a server. It's brilliant.
Neat.
Because the way their whole thing works, we've talked about them before. We're not huge fans of their drive reliability reports, but we are huge fans of the idea of building out a system that is basically so robust and so inexpensive for them to build out that drive failures are just part of what goes on, and it's just resilient enough to resist that. So they're just going to have like a bazillion drives sitting around, and they're just going to kind of go, plick,
There you go.
copy it, send it off to you. When it comes back, like, what do they care? It's been shipped. They throw it in, they give it some, rudimentary tests, and boom, it's off to the races. So Backblaze is gimmick-free. There's no additional charges, just $5 a month for full backups, and you can learn more over at
Backblaze.com/landings.
Yeah, forget the rest of it. No, forget about that. Backblaze.com/WAN. There we go. So check it out, and you can get a free 15-day trial to just kind of make sure that it works for you.
Yeah. Put it into your infrastructure, make sure it's all good.
All right, so now I've got something pretty excited. I am pretty excited. No, it's pretty exciting.
What is
do you
this?
want to hit another topic while I
Sure.
try and find the right chat for these yahoos?
Nope. Moving away from that.
What you got there?
I just don't know if we're allowed to talk about that. Valve limits Steam's gifting system without any warning. Valve has been doing things that don't make every single gamer on the planet happy lately, which is weird. Valve announced that several changes to Steam's gifting system will happen.
Interesting.
Before, users on Steam could purchase a game as a gift and store that copy in their inventory for later use. When sending games, users could either deliver the gift directly through Steam or attach it to an email through the client if you weren't friends with the giftee in the service. With the changes, you cannot store gifts for future use. When purchasing a game you already own, you're forced to choose a recipient of the gift at the time when it will be delivered, so like immediately. Sending games through email is now impossible, and it is possible, however, to schedule a game to be delivered months in advance, which is possibly how people can like pre-order things. I'm not entirely sure. Or so you can
Interesting.
like pick a gift for someone
Yeah.
and have it scheduled and have it show up at the right time, but it's on payment. Collectors have often used Steam's gift inventory to store and trade copies of delisted Steam titles. That's possibly why this is a thing. These changes will also affect users who trade and sell Steam gifts on third-party websites. That's probably why they're doing it.
Yeah.
Gifts you have already stored will not be affected.
So tell me something. If you were to buy a Steam game for someone else, would that be an animated GIF?
No.
Animated gift?
I know, I got it.
Yeah,
I got
see,
it.
that's right. Sorry, I don't really have anything to contribute to that. I mean, it sucks, but I understand why they're doing it.
Yeah.
So there's not really much to say. It's just like more hoops to jump through in order to give something to someone. Sucks, but I see why they're doing it.
Yeah.
Okay.
Is there a reason for?
So many of
Okay,
you
yeah.
guys have been asking to meet the new writers.
Oh, my.
So I guess I'm kicking you out for like 5 minutes.
Oh, I didn't see you. I
Yeah.
was like, but that's only 2 of them.
Yeah,
okay,
no,
there we
no,
go.
okay.
Yeah, no, that's fine.
So their probation officially ends tomorrow. So I've decided that, you know, while it might seem a little cruel, normally we don't allow people on camera during their probation because, you know, we don't want you guys to get all attached to them and then we end up kind of axing them. So while it might seem a little cruel to finally let them meet you and seem as though I am validating their futures here as employees, to only like axe them the next day, I'm gonna let them meet you. So
Well, I was gonna say, like, if they do bad on the show, you could still fire them.
that's true. I still have about 36 hours. So
Yeah.
who's first? Yeah.
I think so.
Well, okay, you don't have to be one by one, I guess. Okay, well then get in here. The framing is only so wide though, so you're gonna have to kind of
shotgun
cram in
share.
here.
I would maybe do one more.
Yeah, I would maybe do one by one. Okay, so this is James. James is a young man with a
Okay, hold on a second.
great future ahead of him. Not at LMG.
Why do you look like you're so much taller than me? I'm like Colton sized on this thing.
Because my
Oh, because the chair's Luke sized. Anyway, okay, come on in here. So tell them about yourself. Who the hell are you?
Well, I'm James. I'm
Way to throw him
I'm the punny guy here, I guess. I'm the one that makes all the worst puns in all the videos. You're agreeing.
I do
think
agree.
it's a mantle that I kind of took from you, so I wasn't sure that you were going to hand that off.
I'm totally cool with making you the pun king. Not that I would ever want you to feel like I'm pun king you.
Oh, way to punch me below the belt.
Yeah. Okay, so basically, James has been responsible for such recent projects as the LG 5K monitor, the
Sennheiser mic, underwater mic.
the underwater mic, an upcoming RGB build guide project that we're going to be filming next week.
Oh snap!
That's going to be dank
I
AF.
thought that was a surprise.
Okay.
People shouldn't be surprised. I mean,
Yeah, they shouldn't
you've
be
been
that
wanting
surprised.
this for a while. Admit it. Admit it to yourself.
Yeah. What else have you even done? Is that it?
Yeah, I've only had 3 videos
3 assignments?
the entire time.
Oh, crap.
I've been here.
Okay. Well, that's awkward. Yeah. So.
I did the AirPods video. I did the.
You did not.
I did. No, no.
One of the AirPods videos. Cheap AirPods alternatives.
I did the Digital Storm Gaming Ultra Wide.
Okay, so yeah, thanks. Good job, James. So you'll see James around more, at least for the next 36 hours. Okay, Anthony, you're up next.
If people have, they won't be able to hear me right now, but if people have questions for them, I can find that in the chat. I'm watching the chat right now.
Sure. Oh yeah, if you guys have questions for them, fire them over to Luke. James isn't actually running away yet. Maybe they'll all come in. So Anthony, you want to talk about yourself? Who are you?
Yo, Twitch chat. I am Anthony. I come from Newfoundland, and I write about things.
That was a good, succinct intro. Okay?
See, this is the result of me giving them like hard word count limits. They end up losing track of how to communicate in long form. Dang it, man. Okay, so what have been some of your favorite projects that you've worked on?
As much of a pain as they were, the AMD releases.
Okay.
Honestly, like the Ryzen release, the RX 500 series, really tight deadlines on those, but we got it out.
Thanks, AMD.
Yeah, so much fun. Every time an AMD project lands on my lap, I just know that I'm in for like the next couple of, like, 24 or 48 hours is just going to be wonderful.
Yeah. Also responsible for the highly controversial Ryzen 5 simulation project. Not the titling of it, that was me, but the actual data that ended up being extremely accurate, that was Anthony. So there you go. You'll be seeing more of Anthony around now as well, maybe even on Channel Superfun, since these guys are officially, I mean, a few of them have appeared already anyway, but I kind of turned a blind eye because I was pretty sure they were going to make it. But you'll see more of Anthony soon. And all right, Alex, you're up.
We'll just keep on spamming either keep him or fired.
Keep him or fired, okay.
For everyone so far, that is like the only thing going on in the chat.
Okay, can you introduce yourself with your Newfie accent, because it's awesome.
I don't have a Newfie accent. I'm not even from there. He's actually from there.
Okay, whatever. Your Eastern Canadian accents all sounds the same to me.
Like, what do you mean by that?
You did it on the phone during your interview. Don't pretend you can't do it.
I don't know. I don't want to be put on the spot like that.
Oh, come on!
Your job depends on it, man.
You can't buy.
I don't know. Like,
People are saying that he has a crazy accent already anyways.
Really?
Yeah.
Him?
Yeah,
I don't know. Like, what are you talking about, Buzz? Like,
Okay, so this is Alex. Alex, who are you?
I don't know. I came from Nova Scotia / Newfoundland, and oh my God, Colton's coming down. Car?
Take me to the bar in your car.
Take me to the bar in your car? I don't get it, but anyway, what are they saying?
They want to know if you race NASCAR, but that actually leads well into something that you do.
Yeah, I used to build dune buggies and stuff, and now I'm here. I guess I wouldn't say I dropped out of mechanical engineering, but I stopped going before I completed it, and now I'm making YouTube videos, so...
Oh, yeah, go ahead.
Oh, what were you going to say?
Including some of our most controversial videos. So Alex has been responsible for a lot of our system stuff, including the latest XPS 15, the MSI Trident, their super tiny PC, and the Sketchy Heatsink series, including the most recent effort with the casting and the 60% of a work week of like 3 employees that got consumed by that video.
Yeah, that I kind of knew how it was going to turn out right from the start, if I'm honest.
Oh, well, that's
But-
good. Honesty, that's new. No one told me how that was going to turn out, so that's great.
Well, I don't know, like, you said that you modeled this off of Top Gear. Have you ever watched when they try to do something legit? Like, would you have preferred that we made something that was, like, half terrible or all the way terrible?
I'm not going to answer that question because I'm afraid of what I'm going to end up with in the future. Alex was also responsible for our most controversial video, other than the Ryzen simulation one in the last little while, the $1,000 build guide that went up the other night.
Oh,
A lot of people didn't like your part selections there.
No comment.
So basically what I'll say is this. We knew that build wasn't perfect because right at the time that we were like, okay, we need to get build guides back on the rails, and we like got a $1,000 build guide going. AMD dropped the news on us that Ryzen 5 was like coming, but it was so far out that we already had some stuff like coming in for the build guide, and so it was too far to stretch it out. And then working with these guys and traveling so much has been really busy. We didn't get it shot until like by the time we got it shot, the 580 was not out, but was about to be announced to us. We didn't know it was coming yet. And Ryzen 5 probably was going to make more sense, but it was too late.
Yeah, the selections for that were picked in like January, pretty much.
Well, no, it was
No,
after that
yeah,
because
it
it
was
was
like-
after you started. So it was like
Yeah.
March, like early March, late February or something like that. So the reality of it is, could we have done better? Yes, but I also think that a lot of the hate was undeserved. We had $1,000 budget build guide in the title. That meant $1,000 budget, not $1,000 budget build guide. We did remove the word budget because I can see where the confusion came from, but it was a $1,000 machine, and it was $1,000 based on what we won't do next time, but based on regular pricing, like not the cheapest one we could find, not taking advantage of mail-in rebates, and just like what you could definitely build for $1,000.
Yeah, the no rebates thing actually adds up fast.
Yeah. The other thing was that by the time we were shooting it, neither of us was really in a position to go, okay, we're going to do a build guide. It's going to have Ryzen 5. This platform is rock solid. But by the time it got edited, Ryzen has matured a lot.
Yeah.
So that's what happened there. That's why he's not fired. Thank you, Alex. So Luke, did you have any questions that people compiled? Do you guys want to? I'll kind of pile in here and stand here.
Literally none.
Literally nothing. Literally no useful questions. Brilliant. Thank you, everyone.
A lot of people wanted to keep Alex, and then it came out that he was responsible for the $1,000 build guide, and then the tone shifted a little bit.
Oh.
Oh, okay.
But then after the explanation, I think it got a little bit better again.
Okay. All right. Good work. All right. Thank you, guys.
Cool.
So you'll see him around as well. All right. So yeah, that's basically been what I've been up to for the last 6 months, in addition to covering his ass because he's been busy creating Float Plane Club.
Hooray.
It has been an
Reading
exhausting,
so many resumes.
like half a year.
Yeah.
It's actually been an exhausting 4.5 years is what it's really been.
Yeah.
But yeah, that's an entirely separate thing. All right, what else do we have?
There was also, by the way, I should mention, there was also a lot of requests for drop and break stuff, girl.
Oh, Max is on vacation, so
I'm just...
permanent vacation.
Oh, wrecked.
She doesn't know it yet.
That's a little mean.
No, she's just on vacation. She she had a pre-booked thing, and she so even though she doesn't technically have vacation time yet, we arranged for her to be able to go on her thing.
Cool.
All right, so the Surface laptop aimed at students. Wait, that was last week's news, wasn't it? Hold on. Why is this the source for? Wait, what's going on here? I thought this was rumors about. Oh no, the Surface laptop. Oh yeah, okay. So it's a 13.5-inch laptop featuring the Microsoft 3:2 aspect ratio. It's a Pixel Sense display. It's got one USB 3 port, mini DP. Wow, would have really preferred to see that as a Type C USB with DP. It's got a headphone jack though, so that's a plus. Magnetic power connector. It's 2.76 pounds, so it's pretty darn light, and it's got a magnesium body with a fabric surface palm rest area. That's a terrible idea in theory, but we will be getting one, so I will get my hands on one soon. It's available in several colors.
There's some like synth fabrics that might do okay.
Yeah,
I doubt it, but
the way that like hand oils can burn away metal, I'm not holding up a lot of hope.
Yeah, we'll see.
The OS is the new Windows 10 S Edition, which stands for School. And this version of Windows can only run Windows Store apps. So basically, enjoy.
So School, so that you don't get to learn how to use a lot of really important applications.
Yeah, Windows S can be converted to Windows 10 Pro, however.
Okay.
All right, the keyboard area is the same felt material from the Surface Pro 4
also
keyboard,
forces you
which
to
does
use
feel good.
Edge and Bing.
Well, probably unless you
upgrade to Pro.
So specs, you can get a Core i5 or i7 U-Series processor, up to 16 gigs of LPDDR3, up to 512 gigs of storage, and it boasts 14.5 hours of battery life starting at $999. Okay, your thoughts?
$1,000 and you have to use Edge and Bing.
So your thoughts are not
No.
great. Your thoughts are this is not much of a Chromebook competitor.
Yeah.
Okay, then.
Do you have any counter arguments?
Okay, so there's things that I already hate about it, like a laptop. So with the Surface Pro, the thing about it is that it's a tablet. I don't expect the keyboard to be used all the time. I don't expect it to experience the same kind of wear that a laptop would. So I accept the fabric on the keyboard surface.
Okay.
This, I'm not sure. This remains to be seen. So at that price, I don't personally think that the Chromebook is being threatened in any significant way, but
Windows Store apps, like not everyone that goes to school only needs to use Word. Like there's some things for STEM fields that you might want to have apps that probably aren't on the Windows Store for. So limiting school laptops to only the Windows Store sounds like limiting school laptops to making money, not limiting school laptops to school.
There is one app that I download from the Windows Store. Plex.
Okay. Why?
Not the server.
Yeah.
Yeah, just because that's the Plex client for Windows.
Oh.
Yeah.
You can't just go download it?
Not to my knowledge. Maybe
Oh.
you can, but I mean the Windows Store one like works fine.
Plex, you should let people, if you don't already,
Yeah,
you should let people just download it directly.
I could be wrong. It's just that's
It's not a bit.
that's
yeah.
definitely the easiest one to find. So I use it and it works fine. With that said, I've been having an issue with Plex where I probably won't get into that. Anyways, oh, this is good. This is rich. Posted by Mr. Meerkat on the forum. The original article is from PC Gamer. Intel tells Core i7 7700K owners to stop overclocking to avoid high temps. It's like they don't want to be popular.
Yeah, some owners of Intel's Core i7 7700 and 7700K processors have been complaining for the past 3 months of unusual temperature increases of up 90 degrees Celsius. I'm assuming they mean of up to 90 degrees Celsius and not the temperature increase, like the total goes to 90 degrees Celsius. And also, that's pretty close to the maximum threshold of 100 degrees. And you don't really want your processor to run at 90 all the time.
So basically, Intel's response, we don't recommend running outside the processor specifications, like exceeding frequency or voltage specifications or removing of the integrated heat spreader. I mean, it's frustrating because, like, Intel creates this problem for themselves by marketing a K unlocked and overclockable CPU and then putting insufficient TIM on it. So I don't really feel that bad for them.
Not really a difficult problem to solve either.
Yeah. Well, it might be difficult, but for reasons we might not necessarily understand. Like it may be difficult to solder that for some reason.
I don't really know if
I said may.
Really, really, really strong emphasis on may.
Yeah.
So
well, we can't say not.
That's
we
true.
can't say it's not difficult.
That
There
is
might
true.
be something difficult about it.
Yes.
This is interesting. Ultra HD BlueRay disk encryption has been cracked. So the original poster on the forum was Terodius, and it seems to have come from this Reddit thread. So Smurfs 2 is apparently the first cracked 4K Blu-ray disc, and you might be able to get it somewhere. I'm not going to spend too much time on the r/piracy Reddit.
This was accomplished by cracking the encryption on the drive itself and not through like stripping HDCP with capture method, which is actually pretty intense.
Wow. Yeah, that's crazy.
Yeah.
So that means you would need a specialized drive. And like, okay.
It also means that you could do it to all of them though.
Okay, so hit me with this. Piracy groups, they care about like putting their name on like a release and like taking credit for it. Why? Like there's no commercial benefit to that, right?
It's rep.
It's rep.
Yeah. Like we did this. Yeah.
So they wouldn't. So okay. So let's say
I think
hypothetical piracy group creates a master drive that can read and rip any Blu-ray. So do they actually go spend their money to go buy Blu-rays to rip them and release them for like rep? And do they not share their encryption breaking method so other people can load it on their drive so they can have all the rep?
it sort of depends which group, I would assume. Because some groups might be like open source thumpers, where they think that there shouldn't be any encryption on anything, and they want everything to be open.
Yeah.
So in that sense, they would open up how they broke the drive.
Sure.
And then also use the drives to break a whole bunch of stuff. Or they're just like Yarhar pirates, and they're like, we want to be known as the best freaking pirates ever.
Cool. Okay. Got it. I understand.
I'm assuming
Ish.
these things.
Okay, let's talk about the StarCraft source code. So this was originally posted by Razkovlanikov on the forum, and this article on Mashable gets a couple of things right. So they've got that there was someone. They've got that something was found. They've got what it was, the original StarCraft source code, and they've got right that Blizzard was involved.
Yep.
There was definitely a shower that occurred, but it was not gifts.
Nope.
So
Like, this is actually insane.
So back in 2000, a disk containing the StarCraft source code was stolen from Blizzard, forcing them to start from scratch. A month ago, a random Reddit user, Chemist, bought a
it's
bunch of Blizzard crap on eBay,
Chemist.
including a disc labeled StarCraft Goldmaster source code. Chemist handed it to Blizzard and received. Hit me with this. And I'm gonna start as excited as I would be about what kind of reward I might
So
get
this
from
is
Blizzard.
like you taking it out of the box, essentially, right?
This is me
The
handing it
box
to you.
just-
This is me handing it to you. I'm like,
Well, no, you're receiving it.
no, you're Blizzard. You're giving stuff to me.
Oh, you're giving me the thing?
Yeah, I'm giving you the thing. I'm like,
Okay.
I'm amped. Okay, I'm like,
I'm giving you the box back. You start opening it. At the very top is a copy of Overwatch. Then there's some Overwatch and Diablo swag. Then there's $250 in Blizzard store credit. Then there's a free trip to BlizzCon. And then there's the bottom of the box. And the box is like thin and not very nice. And it's just general gray cardboard. It's not like a cool one-off branded box.
okay. So here's the thing. The disc was stolen property, yes. It is the property of Blizzard, and Chemist had no business, no right keeping it.
Yep.
But what the disc also was for someone who, let's say, for example, was enough of a Blizzard nerd to be buying Blizzard paraphernalia on eBay, it was an utterly unique item.
Oh, yeah.
It was
absolutely
an incredibly cool piece of Blizzard paraphernalia that would have had, aside from the monetary value, incredible sentimental value. Sentimental value that goes way beyond what would you even buy with $250 of Blizzard store credit? Some skins?
Some skins.
Get real. Okay?
Maybe some months of WoW.
Some Overwatch and Diablo swag? You couldn't even scrounge up some StarCraft swag? And a trip to BlizzCon, which is like, okay. But what he or she should have gotten is something utterly unique, something retro, something that goes way back to like that weird game Blizzard made where you like shoot chickens or something. Or like, do you know about that game?
I don't think so.
When
I've probably heard the name
When
of
I
it.
saw a Blizzard logo on it, when I like it's like ancient.
Yeah, yeah.
I was like,
I
really?
used to like one of their really old games, Lost Vikings.
Anyway,
It's a great game.
what he should have gotten, they shouldn't have even given him money, because I don't,
No.
or her. That's not what this was about.
If they're buying this type of stuff, that's probably not a huge concern.
It should have been a freaking life-sized Gul'dan, okay?
Like a statue. And like a
Yes.
tour
Yes.
of their facilities.
It should have been way cooler. Blizzard, you done goofed on this one.
He's a huge StarCraft fan. If they have any like game designers from StarCraft, like have them meet up with him at Blizzard campus.
Because the
and
thing,
give them a
okay,
walkthrough.
thing about these game companies is they have this crap. They build this crap all the time for cons and stuff. Like, I guarantee you, there's a life-size Kerrigan somewhere.
Yeah.
Somewhere
There's gotta be.
in Blizzard's office, there's a life-size Kerrigan. Or failing that, a Hydralisk or something.
Oh,
What?
someone in the chat is like, they should have released WoW Legacy servers for his efforts. That would have been pretty cool.
Yeah,
if
that,
he cared.
That would have been unrelated, though.
Yeah.
So, there you go. We're disappointed, but maybe you guys disagree.
I don't think that's even remotely fair. Like looking at just pure monetary value of what he got, if he just flipped it on eBay.
Okay, sorry. I'm cringing so hard at this Twitch comment. I'll get into it. I'll get into it later. Go ahead.
Yeah, that's the only place Gul'dan has ever existed. Like just pure monetary value of the stuff that he got is worth way less than if he just reflipped it on eBay.
Yep.
Which is like again, he should have given it back. It was
Yes.
a stolen item. But like
But Blizzard just should have recognized the appropriate response to this.
yeah.
And this is terrible. So Pure Ownage, who must be like old school internet enough to know what Pure Ownage
Ownage,
is,
yeah.
unless you just don't and you just like read it somewhere.
Or just put those words randomly
Linus
together.
plays WoW. He knows about Gul'dan. Gul'dan's in Warcraft, Orcs and Humans.
Yeah.
Gul'dan's like OG Warcraft.
Gul'dan's like a pretty big deal.
I mean, the lore has changed somewhat. like
Yeah.
Gul'dan's role and everything, and the funny thing of this is what's great about old
The
games.
movie was weird for that too.
Yeah, so if you guys remember, I never watched it.
I don't.
Yeah, I heard. The thing that's weird about old games, and Warcraft was a great example of this, where every unit on both sides, orcs and humans, was equivalent. So a grunt was exactly identical to a footman, or I don't even know if they were called footmen in Warcraft Orcs and Humans, but whatever. The spearman was exactly identical to the spear thrower. Or what were they, archer? Whatever. It's not the point. The point is the campaigns were identical. So even though the lore was that the orcs like kick their butts, if you play the human campaign, does Medivh even die? Like, I don't remember,
sure.
but there's like events that are just not right because the missions are identical down both paths. So I think on the orc side, you Gul'dan's gone crazy and you have to go kill him. And on the human side, yeah, Medivh does die. On the human side, Medivh goes crazy and you have to kill him. It's just like totally equivalent stuff. But yes, no, I know.
See,
who
but in
Gul'dan
Orcs and
is.
Humans, they didn't read anything out yet. You had to read the text, right? There wasn't voice acting.
Oh yeah.
was there?
Voice acting.
Yeah, okay. So he's saying Medivh wrong because of that.
Oh,
so
am I?
no, he doesn't play WoW.
Oh yeah.
But then that furthers
No.
your point.
Yeah, I only know who Thank You Medivh is from Warcraft Orcs and
So
Humans.
he read it, and it looks like Medivh.
Yeah, sorry. All right.
There was a couple comments.
Oh, Reddit says, yesterday I got another call. They invited me to BlizzCon, all expense paid, dinner and drinks with the staff. Okay, so that's okay. I still would have wanted a unique
So
item.
they probably did that because everyone was like, what?
Or maybe they planned it. Let's give benefit of the doubt. But they still should give him a life-size Kerrigan. I'm not going to be happy till he has a life-size Kerrigan.
He should be able to, pick
Yeah.
pretty much whatever character he
Yeah,
wants.
life-size any character.
Yeah.
All right. That's great. I love this. Okay, Matt, whatever, King04, you're officially my favorite. How young is Linus? That is the way to ask that question. And I'm 30 years young. Thank you.
Old.
And
It's
there
such a
goes the
weird
intro.
way of saying that.
I know. It's such an insecure, bullcrap way of saying
Yeah.
it. It's so stupid.
You say old when you're 2. You say you're 2
Yeah.
years old.
Yeah. This couch still exists. At the badminton center that I play at. Yeah, one of my buddies was opening up a badminton center when we moved in here and decided we didn't want the couch.
Yeah.
He needed a couch, and funny story, he happened to have bought one of that exact couch
Oh, wow.
and was going to go back and get another one when I was like, yo, do you need a couch? And it was the same one.
That's pretty fantastic.
Sometimes life is funny.